I'm not really a clothing person, but I've had this in my store for a while. Actually, I had it in the store, took it out because I took off all my clothing. That did not sound good. Hello and welcome once again to M Cubed. I am Brian, the Motley Mix Merchant. So, we're already into July. Who can believe it? And who can believe the way 2020 has been going so far? So, anyhow, what can you say? It is what it is, and we'll deal with it the best we can as a society and move on from there. So, thank you very much for dropping by. Today is going to be a What's Sold episode. That's it, just a What's Sold episode. But first, real quick update. Things are going well with the glass and ceramic haul. I took everything out of the boxes. It's over on the table over there, and I counted it all. It's going to be 75 sellable lots. So, going to get quite a bit of stuff going out of that. I already have about 12 to 15 of them listed, so things are moving. And you will see in the upcoming part of the show, I have already sold one and paid for all of it. So, let's get right to it. Don't want to waste time. Let's get right to what's sold to finish off July. July was much slower than May and June. A little bit of summertime blues going on there, but 36 items in total was my final tally. Not bad. Better than my one per day average that I'm trying to do as a part-time seller, but as I'm building up the store and I got used to the really good sales figures in May and June, it would have been nice to carry that into July, but I know it's a summer slowdown and August is hopefully going to pick up a little bit. And then once I get this store really blasting full of stuff, hopefully it's going to be a very good fourth quarter. So here we go. I'm going to move over as I always do to make it look a little better for you, not to cut off my face. And away we go, starting with furthest back and then making our way to the most recent sales, starting with this beautiful antique ironstone pitcher and basin combination. I picked this up in the online auction from my auction house and then listed it about 3 days later and sold it within 2 days for a full asking price of $50 plus $25 towards the shipping. It was big, it was heavy. It's going to take a big box. Got it to fit in an under 12 by 12 by 12 box, so that was great, but it was heavy, so used up every penny of my $25 shipping charge for that one. But great price, $50, and I think I paid $4 or $5 maybe max at auction for it, so that was good. Something I got in an online auction about a month ago now, this beautiful orange and yellow glass ashtray. Ended up not being what I thought it was. I thought maybe it was alabaster and that kind of thing, but it was, that color just didn't fit marble or alabaster or that kind of thing. It was glass, but it was gorgeous, and it sold for $15 plus $10 towards the shipping. I'll take it. $15 for an item that maybe cost me $1.25 in a box of other items. I'm happy with that return. Something I've had in the store for a little bit. I don't even remember where I got this. I think I might have picked it up at one of the first online auctions when all of this started, if not the last live auction. It was a box of Tupperware toys. Tupper Toys is what it's called. It was a playground set. I'd never seen them before, but they were fairly popular on eBay when we finally listed it up, and it got $19 on a best offer plus $10 towards the shipping. I mean, again, same thing. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. My average cost per item right now in this store is probably about $1.10, $1.25 on an average cost. I've paid up for a few things, but I've had so many things that I've picked up in bulk lots at auction that the cost for those was 25 cents, so it brings the average down. So let's say everything that you see here today on average cost me about $1.25. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Carrying on. Sold a lot of 3 K-pop CDs. If you remember, if you're a follower, I picked up a whole bunch of K-pop CDs back before Christmas. I've been selling them here and there, but I got the whole lot for $3 because nobody at the auction knew what they were. I've sold at least $200 worth of K-pop CDs now, and the last 6 or so weren't really moving, so I took them down, bundled them up into 2 sets of 3, and one of them sold within 2 days. So I'll take the $30 for that one with free shipping. It went medium mail, so it was nice and cheap. But another $30 hopefully to come with the last 3 of the K-pop CDs, which is still listed in the eBay store, which is linked down below in the description if you want to check it out. This was beautiful. It was a Scherzer Bavaria MCM style creamer and sugar. And the sugar looked like a UFO. This was one of the sets that I picked up from my contact in Toronto. Now that I think about it, I haven't heard from him in a long time. So maybe I'll just reach out to him and see what he's doing, if he's cleaning out houses or what he's doing. But I picked it up. So again, I had a whole bunch of stuff from him, which cost me like $1 each by the time it was all said and done. $22 plus $10 towards the shipping. That $22 paid for everything I picked up from my friend in Toronto there, all in one fell swoop. So that was good. Something you saw here about 2 episodes ago, maybe 3 episodes ago, it was a tiny little Canadian stoneware wall pocket planter, sort of in the Blue Mountain pottery style, but it was not Blue Mountain pottery. But somebody bought it. It was $15 plus $6 towards the shipping. Didn't charge much because of how small it was. So that was full asking price, and I'll take it. Nice tiny little piece, and the tiny little pieces add up. Those $15 sales, they add up when you do between 10 and 15 of those in a month. So a little bit of extra cash in the pocket, right? This was beautiful. Another piece of ceramic that I picked up from my contact in Toronto. Now that I think about it, my contact in Toronto, the stuff's really starting to turn around in the last month or so. So glad I was able to hook up with him and get some really good stuff out of him out of Toronto. But this was a beautiful AK Kaiser white vase. It had a spiral design on it with the lines and the roughness and the flowers and stuff that were on it. Every single line had a different kind of design as you went around the vase. It was gorgeous. Sold that for $30 plus $10 towards the shipping. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I got 3 of them that were all the same Kaiser white style. One of them went to my stepmother, and one of them just sold, and another one's still for sale on the eBay store. So good return on those, that's for sure. All right, little story with this next one. Let's show it to you first. It's a pair of men's baseball pants. I got $20 for these with free shipping. They were able to fit into a small padded poly mailer, so they were pretty cheap to ship. But for those of you who've been following for a while, if you remember way back, this has got to be last October, September, October, I picked up a great big 3-foot tall laundry hamper full of sports clothing. It was all brand new stuff cleaned out of a bankrupt sporting goods store. I picked it up for $3 because nobody wanted it when they were doing the box lots back in the day at the auction house I'm working at. So I got it for $3 for this box, for this hamper at the box lot sale. I've sold at least $200 worth of sporting clothes from that hamper. These pants, again, that's what I got. A lot of baseball pants, baseball shirts, coach type shorts, the stretchy blue shorts that coaches wear all the time for softball and gym and that kind of thing. That's what it was all about. And so these pants are just the latest. It's been a little bit of a gap since the last one, but I'll keep selling them as long as I have them and keep making money on my $3 purchase from 9 months ago now. It was good. All right, here it is. The first piece of my most recent ceramic and glass haul has sold. It was the beautiful Robin's Egg Blue West German pot or planter, whatever you want to use it for. It went for $21 on a best offer. I'd only listed it at $24.99 because I found the company that made it and listed it and saw how much they were going for. So I listed it for $24.99, got a $21 offer, and picked it up right away, decided to take it. And that $21, when you work out the exchange, paid for all of the glass and ceramics. I was doing some more figuring, and even after eBay fees and all that kind of stuff, that $21 purchase, US, paid for my $23.99 Canadian glass and ceramic haul. So it's all profit from here. 74 more lots to go, and it's all profit from this point on. So couldn't be happier with my decision to go for all those items and just keep listing now and just keep hoping some of it keeps on selling. That's what I keep on doing. Anyhow, last but not least, I'm not really a clothing person, but I've had this in my store for a while. Actually, I had it in the store, took it out because I took off all my clothing. That did not sound good. I took all the clothing off of my eBay store. Am I red right now? I know I'm red. But I'm going to leave this in the video. I decided to relist everything. I've got about 10 items of clothing listed right now, other than the sporting goods stuff. And most of them are Hawaiian shirts or golf shirts in extra large and double XL. But this beautiful Hawaiian shirt sold for $22 with free shipping. It had surfboards all over it. And yeah, it was a surprise. I haven't sold an article of clothing besides the sporting stuff for months, but it's up there. And so finally it sold. It's that time of year, I guess. And off it went to, I think, the eastern seaboard somewhere. So it's already there, actually. It's so funny right now. Shipping is taking not long at all to the U.S. It's surprising. Everybody's complaining about how slow the U.S. Postal Service is right now. I'm not really having any issues. Stuff's getting where it's supposed to be in 3 to 5 days max. But one item. I've got one item of a pair of coffee mugs, which is going to New Jersey, made it to Rochester, and it hasn't moved since the 12th of July. I sent in a missing package form to the USPS, and they said that it's in our system still. Sorry, as I move over. It's in our system still, so your package isn't lost. We know where it is. It's just not moving because we have staffing shortages and blah, 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 blah. So everything else, I got stuff that's gone to California last week that's already there. But this package is stuck in Rochester somewhere in the warehouse, and it only has to get to New Jersey. So it is what it is with the U.S. Postal Service these days. I hope my good luck, knock on wood, continues, because it's been pretty good so far, and I just jinxed myself. I know I did, but we'll see. August is starting off pretty good. 6 items so far in the first 4 days that I'm taping this, and hopefully it'll continue as I keep listing. I've noticed that I had a little lull there where I wasn't listing quite as often or as much because I was just getting burned out from working and all that kind of stuff, but picked it up in the last 5 days or so, and now the sales are starting to roll in again. So let's hope that continues as August starts to warm up towards the fourth quarter. It's back to school time. I don't sell a lot of stuff that's good for back to school. I also have not quite a good mix when it comes to Christmas presents. But for people who have a little bit of money or going back to work, maybe get a little bit of free money in their pockets and want to spend it on something for themselves, that's the kind of stuff that I usually carry. So we'll see how things pick up here as we head into August and towards the fourth quarter. So that's it. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of 10 of the types of things that have sold for me to finish off July. Back to my roots, a lot of ceramics, a lot of glass, and that's what's selling for me. And I don't mind it. I don't mind the long tail stuff. I'll just keep loading up my store and building the store up and selling off all my glass and ceramics, and old and new. Doesn't matter to me. I'll sell it if it sells. So we'll see. We'll keep going with it. And that's pretty much all I'm going to keep doing. Listing, selling, doing a video here and there. Going to do a few more how-to videos in the coming month for August. That's one of my goals, to do at least a couple of how-to videos. Might redo the how to pack teacups and saucers because, I mean, the first one that I did was on top of my dryer and washer. And it's getting a lot of views. That's my most viewed video on this channel, is how to protect and pack teacups and saucers. So I may redo it with a little better camera angle and better microphone setup and all that kind of stuff. So, but we'll see. A couple of how-to videos to come in the month ahead, as well as the usual hauls, if there are any more hauls after I finally get through all the stuff over there on the table. And of course, the What Sold episodes in the middle and the end of the month. Thank you very much for dropping by today. If you enjoyed this at all, please hit the like button. It does help this video get some traction, so people looking for this kind of video will have it recommended to them by YouTube. And if you'd like to follow along on all my Canadian eBay reseller adventures, please hit the subscribe button down below, and then hit the bell to be notified every time a new episode is uploaded. Welcome to all my new subscribers in the last week or so. And for those of you who've been here for a while, I really do appreciate everything and all your support. That's it for now, everybody. Take care, stay safe, wear your masks when you're out there thrifting, and I'll see you again right here very soon on another episode of M Cubed. Bye for now, everybody. Cheers.